see here, Big Duane Brown ended his holdout earlier today. I'm going to bring in our insider, Adam Wexler in Houston. And Adam, why did Brown end his holdout now?
That's a great question about Duane Brown's holdout coming to an end. As soon as he got to the facility, we had a chance to speak with him, and he said, I'm not looking at any of that stuff. I'm just here to go to work. Did he get anything resolved? Wouldn't divulge any of that information. Was it worth it? Wouldn't divulge any of that. Just here to move forward and get to work. I specifically asked Duane if he expected to be a Texan after the trade deadline, which comes up a week from tomorrow, obviously on Halloween afternoon. Again, I'm not really looking at any of this stuff. I'm just here to go to work. He looks like he's in good shape. The Texans will have a 2-week roster exemption. We'll probably get word shortly on if they have withheld all that money he should have forfeited by missing those 6 game checks, what they did with all the fines he accumulated for missing time during the offseason workouts and training camp that were mandatory. But all indications are he's a Texan. He likes what he sees from the offense, that's for sure. He said that about Deshaun Watson and the explosiveness of the Texans' offense, and we should see Duane Brown on the field pretty soon.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. This is a very curious case, Brian McFadden, because you and I talked after week 1 where the Texans looked awful. We thought, wow, he's got all the leverage.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they brought in a different quarterback, not named Tom Savage, and Deshaun Watson. This offense, you can take a look at the numbers. They've totally switched since then. And now, all of a sudden, okay, still they've got some growing pains and they can get a lot better. We know that certainly in the yardage per game and certainly pass per game as well. But they've gotten better.
They have.
Now, the money situation is interesting. He's due about $5.5 million for the remaining 10 weeks of the season. He's got a non-guaranteed roster spot for next year of about $10 million.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Why is he back now, and did he accomplish anything in this layoff?
Well, I believe he wanted to get back after the bye week to make sure he gets his credited season, right? Which is important for a vested vet.
Yes.
You want to be able to continue to improve on your years in the league. Now, seeing how well the team is doing, they could be a playoff caliber team.
We think so.
And if he is able to get right back into that lineup to improve them, if you feel like you could trade him because he's still young, and I believe he still will play at a high level. So if you're not able to give him what he's looking for financially, maybe you can put him up for trade, which I would not do. But guess what? If you're Duane Brown, you have no trade leverage if you don't play this season at all.
Okay, so what do you do, though, if you're Bill O'Brien? Because you know how this league works, B-Mac, where they go, we did this without you, right? We've turned the corner and maybe turned the page without you. Now, all of a sudden, you just show up back to work. Well, I mean, there's got to be some sort of impasse.
If I'm Bill O'Brien, I find a way to keep Duane Brown in a Texans uniform for a long time. Because now you have your potential franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who's playing extremely well. But the thing that I love about the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott is that Dak has always been extremely comfortable in the pocket because he has Tyron Smith protecting his blind side. Duane Brown could be the Tyron Smith for Deshaun Watson, and that relationship can grow for a long, long time. So if you're trying to continue to see your young quarterback grow and flourish in your offense, what better asset is there than having a solidified go-getter at the left tackle spot, and now he's comfortable?
Arguably, right now, the Texans could be the 3rd best team in the AFC, 4th best team behind, say, the Chiefs, Patriots, and Steelers, right? They're right there in that mix. We saw what they did up in Foxborough a couple weeks ago, almost won that game. Brian McFadden, you're in that locker room. He shows up today, and you've been in this fight this long without him. Are you looking at him differently?
Let's go. Big fella. Let's go.
Let's ride.
We were able to weather the storm without you. Now we got the bookend tackle back in uniform. Let's go try to hoist up a sticky Lombardi.
That's why I like you, B-Mac. Bygones be bygones. Let's get on the horse.